An overworked donkey news submitted by Alito Magic.
That's sad.
That got to Casey good.
I don't know why. I wasn't expecting overworked donkey. I don't know.
What did you picture?
Did you picture it?
Yeah.
You picture a donkey with a fucking sweatband on? Just working his life out?
I don't know. The donkeys are just, they're funny looking animals.
The resting face is overworked, so I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They already look like
yeah,
they're
I feel
overworked.
terrible for the donkey. Keep going.
I'm a big fan of donkeys.
Yes, you're still laughing.
Yeah, I like a donkey.
They look cute.
Yeah, they're very cute.
I like seeing a little kid riding a donkey like around in a circle. It's like one of the most depressing things I've ever seen. And
Aww,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah,
The kid's having a great time though.
that's what matters. That's why it's depressing.
The kid's also probably wishing he was riding a horse, though. He's like, why the fuck am I riding this shit?
So
God
true.
damn it.
Nobody wins.
It's true.
It's for the parents' entertainment.
for
The
the
kid has
picture.
no fucking clue what's going on.
Because to a kid, a donkey is like the F-A-G-G-O-T of a horse. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck am I riding this fucking...
Just because you spell it out doesn't make it any better.
Well, I'm trying to challenge kids'
Your
minds.
fucking UCLA fucking degree.
No, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go, a donkey is the fact of the horse. See, and then you're fine.
That's the funniest shit.
That's not what I think. That's what kids think.
Greece is having to breed stronger donkeys for its scenic tours because of overweight tourists.
Oh my fucking god.
Wow, nailed it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the fucking fat asses are sitting on the donkey and the donkey's like breaking their legs and shit.
Yeah.
Saddest
You
shit.
have to get
It's
donkeys
so
like leg
sad.
braces and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, they're
They don't have
breeding-
like golf carts or something that could get them up there?
No, well, I didn't know this, but apparently doing the donkey ride is like a super popular thing to do in Santorini.
Oh.
And so there's
I'm not doing it.
yeah, so a ton of people, a ton of tourists. This is like one of their must-do things.
So it's like a traditional thing, like riding a donkey.
And it's not for children.
No, I mean children probably still ride it too, but it's like mainly the tourists being taken into the city, like the main square, from like the cruise ships or wherever
If
they're.
donkeys are such a staple in Greek culture, how come they don't mention donkeys in Greek mythology?
I've been asking that for 15 years. Nobody's answered it.
Yeah, I googled it.
They don't have to talk about Zeus riding a donkey or anything like that?
Nope.
Or Hercules
They
fucking...
never worshipped the donkey one time.
Yeah. I don't believe this. I think donkeys are a new thing.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's actually really sad because some of these donkeys, like they're being crippled.
What? How fat
People
are these
so
people?
fucking fat, they breaking their ankles and shit.
Are you gonna show me a picture?
And she's texting.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That donkey looks pretty strong though.
Yeah, well, these poor donkeys, they get used up so much. Like
Damn, that
they pretty
sucks.
much get no time off.
I know that's supposed to be sad, but it's kind of funny.
It's so funny.
Well, will you laugh at this next photo? Gio, cover your eyes.
I guarantee I will.
Oh,
What is that?
It's the back.
Oh, that is so sad. They are all worn
Oh
out.
my fucking
From the saddle,
god.
huh?
Can't that just happen with over usage?
that is so
Not by weight, but just a
sad.
lot of fucking like.
I thought it was gonna be a way fatter chick on the
That's
donkey.
fucked up.
That's so sad.
It's
I was
also
ready to laugh. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like an even bigger bitch on a donkey. Damn.
That's funny how like they got a collection of all these fat people on donkeys, and then there's this like PSA of like fat fucks riding donkeys. That's why they're getting. That's not the reason why. Is because donkeys are just being exploited, whether they're fat or not. There's a million people riding donkeys all the time.
They should have a scale, and it should be too thick to ride. If you are too
well,
thick
that's
to
what they're
ride,
saying. Like a lot of these activist people that are
Like put a weight limit on it,
yeah,
right?
they're
Oh, yeah.
saying that they should be putting a weight limit on these donkeys or like these donkey rides, and they should be taken care of better because they don't get shade. They don't get a lot of shade. They don't get a lot of water.
Damn,
For some
that
reason, a lot of
sucks.
these handlers don't treat their donkeys right, and even the saddles, they're not being put on properly. That's
Yeah,
why-
that's the real reason, not just because it's a few fat asses, like
No, they are saying that over the years the tourists have gone
fatter and fatter.
fatter and fatter, like heavier and heavier.
Yeah, that's true. One of those girls looked like 300 pounds or so.
she was a donkey on a donkey.
It was so sad because it looked like a water bottle and a donkey like this.
Yeah.
It was.
It looked like a Disney cartoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What
Like the
fuck?
Sultan on a fucking, porcupine or whatever.
They
Like,
made the donkey look like teacup donkeys. Like what do you call those fucking when they compact a
Yeah,
donkey.
teacup.
Like, yeah, right? Yeah, they fucking... That's sad, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
How insulting would that be, though? You go and you're too fat. You cannot ride the donkey.
If you're bigger than the animal, you shouldn't be on the animal.
I think it's pretty objective. Like, you're gonna hurt my animal. I'm sorry. You can't do
But maybe
it.
they need tourism so
Even like-
bad.
even
They're
like
gonna make
it's-
money so bad. Maybe.
Well, that's how they make money.
I mean, yeah, I know, but maybe even if I'm too tall, they should be like, I'm sorry, you're too tall. And I'd be like, all right, I get it.
I got in an argument several years ago with an ex's mother because she was like, I think like the horse and carriage thing is wrong because those horses have to do that all day. And I'm like, dude, like what the fuck else is a horse gonna, like how is a horse, first of all, horses need to be fed a lot, right? So how does a horse like make sense for somebody to take care of if they can't make money off of the horse? And like that's one of the ways you can make money off a horse. And she's like, I don't care, it's just wrong. But I'm like, no, we have to consider
The economy of having a horse.
right. So I'm trying to do that here where I'm like, the economy of this is like these people are trying to make money so they can get by and feed their families and shit. But they're mistreating the shit out of these animals. And so that's where I think
Yeah, I think it's the unethical mistreatment of this situation where it's like, oh man, you're not even fucking feeding them and taking care of them right.
Yeah, well,
And then it's just the top of it was just what, and you're letting these fat people ride them.
yeah. So now they're saying that they're resorting to using crossbred mules because
Like that's gonna make it better.
because they are stronger than donkeys.
They
So
got
they're
got
able-
thick ankles. They could do the 300-pounders.
if donkeys could do sick tricks, we wouldn't even need to ride them. Because they could pay for themselves doing sick ass tricks like Shamu, like
Well, horses can do
all the
tricks.
Shamus. What is it?
Horses can do tricks and they still get.
You're fucking fun.
Excuse me? I'm just saying. Shamu is a multi-billion,
You know they stopped doing that shit.
I think that's
I
why he's
heard.
saying it.
But I'm just saying, dude, that Shamu
He's saying it.
Shamu could get a fuck ton of people into an area and they'd be taking pictures and clapping and paying money to be there.
I'm legit sad about Shamu being gone, and I'm
Shut
fucking
up.
pissed. I'm like,
No.
I'm like,
No.
You never got to see
No, Joe.
no, I did a million times.
No, that's
And
horrible.
I want people to share the same childhood that I had.
I had it and I fucking hated
Did you
it.
get sprayed by Shamu?
I sure did, and I was
you
like,
the
this
splash
is
zone?
fucking exploitation. I hated it.
You hated Shamu?
I hated all of
You're a
that
party
shit.
pooper.
Did you know that when Shamu is pushing that, like he's jumping out of the water and hitting that ball with his nose, he loves it. He thinks it's fun.
You could talk to Shamu.
No. A scientist researched it and he said that he never has more fun than one.
Out of here.
You can't even believe your own lies.
I'm just saying. It's true.
I was at the front row. I can't wait. Everyone had fucking raincoats on. I'm like, fuck
Go
that.
away.
Get me.
I'm like, then I can walk around the park
Yep.
all wet and it's hot day too.
I don't know if they still do a Killer Whale show, but this was about 5 years ago. I went to SeaWorld and there was, but it was not the same. It was so lame. They were just like going up and dancing.
They couldn't have the person there anymore because
Yeah, they don't do the flips and
it
shit.
killed like multiple times.
And then they're like baby killer whales. They're smaller. They're not Shamu was fucking like big.
SeaWorld has existed for like 60 years and they only killed like 20 trainers or something. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good number. Come on, think about it. 1 killer whale dead, 20 humans. I think it's pretty good.
I don't think that's the reason why they banned it. I think it
it
was
was that
just
stupid documentary.
Yeah, it's that Blackfish documentary, that propaganda.
what?
It was.
All I'm saying is, okay,
I don't even know if you're kidding anymore.
we grew up with bears juggling
Did
and
we?
riding little fucking.
No,
Yeah, like
I never
Barnum
did.
and Bailey. You didn't watch that stuff?
No.
Like Barnum and Bailey.
And they would be dressed up in three-piece suits with top hats.
We grew up with elephants fucking holding trunk and fucking tail and going in circles
On a ball.
on a ball.
Thank you.
Monkey on a unicycle.
We had fucking tigers jumping through hoops.
Remember the lion
I
one?
think you're remembering cartoons, dude. This is a fucking movie.
No, Barnum and Bailey.
I think he's
remember how
messing up the fucking fiction and real life right now.
Do you remember how much fun the lion had when the tamer's like, "Hey, you get the fuck back!"
Lion at blast.
He had the fucking whip.
No, there's a lot of fun to the circus and the zoo. They're all gone now. You can't do no SeaWorld now.
Yeah.
Like, what's next, dude?
Now you go there and there's a jellyfish.
What is it?
just-
What is it?
I'll tell you what's next, actually. Disney, all those costume fucks walking around, they're bitching because it's 125 degrees in that suit. Well, guess what? Pretty soon, thanks to all y'all, we're not going to get able to take our kid to Disneyland and have our kid take a picture of Mickey now because Mickey needs rights and Mickey's too sad because he's getting heat stroke and they find out like all the older Mickeys are dying early because they're in the suits for so long for some years.
That's some sad shit. Everything's gonna be robots. Imagine that. Fake.
Back to Chuck E. Cheese, it all goes back around.
I love Chuck E. Cheese. So do you.
Those guys were so scary.
But Chuck E. Cheese works
What team? What side are you on? What are you defending?
on the side of morally right.
Yeah.
So what are
And
you
Chuck E.
defending?
Cheese, he works in an AC room, and that's okay. Mickey Mouse works under the sun, and that's inhumane.
Gotta be in the sun.
Yeah, it's inhumane.
It's important.
Fine, we're on the same team.
I'm just saying that Shamu, those were cool shows, and it's too bad.
No, it's not too bad. I'm grateful.
There's no more
I think
Shamu.
it's
Are you happy about that? There's no more
Fuck yeah,
Shamu?
I am. I'm very
You know what
happy.
else is kind of shamu though? A Chinese restaurant. You see the lobsters climbing on
I think
top
that
of each
is
other.
so tragic, dude.
Dude, have you been to a Chinese grocery store?
Yeah.
Hey, this guy, are you?
It's like SeaWorld. It's like SeaWorld.
You know the Chinese grocery store for me was the petting zoo. That shit was, yeah. You know how kids go to the aquarium and fucking start touching all that shit? That was me and my
You know
dad,
what I used to
dude.
do? I used to go in the blue crab section. I would put all of them on the floor, and my mom would turn back. There's fucking 5 crabs just climbing all over.
Dude,
the place.
all these people who are sad about Shamu, you know what? Every single fish at the Chinese store wishes they were at Shamu's tank. I'll say that right now. I'll say that right now.
I'll give that to you.